here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, we need you to. Oh, how are we gonna do this?
Well, they're gone.
Oh,
They left. They kept going.
Follow.
Yeah, theoretically. But it took you a while to get across.
Okay.
So they've already gone.
Uh-oh.
As you enter back into the main room, you see that they have joined up with the main group. They've gone into the big bubble, and they seem to be fine. And they're sort of like awkwardly saying hi, because they didn't seem. These aren't their buddies.
Yeah.
now how do we get the gem from there to the?
I can use my shield and grab it.
Mr. Butler,
Yes,
what were you saying about the 2 gems?
the 4 gems.
You're right, but we must bring 1 gem to you.
Well, if you're inside a gem, you can go to and from the areas of its influence freely.
Right, so once we go inside 1 gem, then we go into the influence of another gem. When we come out of that influence, we still need that gem.
If you're inside the influence of a gem, you can move within that influence. That gem is mobile. You stay within it. You're free to move about the villa.
Once you enter one of the gems, you're stuck inside of it, though.
Well, and he takes the gem from Lee and walks up to the edge of the big area, takes a step outside, and the bubble just sort of expands around his gem. He walks around a little bit and then walks back into it. As long as you're under the influence of one of the gems, you're free to do whatever you want within it.
Can you unlock that door now?
Nice.
Sort of walks over and unlocks it and walks back.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I'll open the door. Well, I'm not a leader. I guess I'm just a door opener.
I mean,
Theoretically, we should be checking for traps, but
this was a villa.
The traps are rusted.
Right.
that's a good point.
And this was a villa. Are the hallways the servants walk trapped?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe it's been trapped
Thought it was
He's
a
a disgraced
tomb.
Okay,
king.
this door's already open.
That's,
Right? It's open.
Oh, it's open.
It's open. Yeah. You open it up, and it's a very, very dark room.
I have dark vision.
Everyone has it
Yeah.
but me.
And
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
have it.
I cast dancing lights.
oh, you didn't have to do that. As he puts his gem of brightness away.
Okay.
Regardless,
dancing as a cantrip.
Yes, I did.
You're really showing off today.
you are.
I
Inside, you
extinguished the
see a
dancing light.
massive room
I mean, he has to after the vomit.
Yeah.
filled with gold. Mountains of gold.
Ah,
And we're not back in time, are we?
No, you're in the modern time. It's tarnished, it's gross, but it is there. You see the remains of what looks to have been artwork and other things, but the gold remains.
You know,
As well as some shiny things otherwise in the gold.
something tells me that we should not touch any of this.
Check for traps! Somebody check for traps, quick!
I'm gonna mage hand just kind of splash through all the gold.
Splashes.
just piles of gold.
Piles of gold.
Like if I lift up like the top stuff that's all tarnished, is there like shining gold underneath?
Most of it's fairly tarnished, but yeah.
Is there anything odd about the room besides
The room
piles
is
of
pretty
gold?
decrepit and crappy.
But it's just full of old.
Full
and
Has
you
the
said other
currency
things.
changed?
and yeah, it's the same. It's gold. Gold is gold.
Okay.
Gold.
It's a slightly different design, but people don't really seem to give a shit about it. What did you ask?
He said there's also other things.
Yeah, there's some like gemstones and stuff as well. You could theoretically search through here and maybe find some things.
So we
Can I search through here and can I
Scrooge
have
McDucket.
someone help me? Like, who wants to help me look through
Me!
here?
You notice that Arkin has opened up a bag that he has on his side and he's just shoveling
Yeah!
into it. And it seems more gold than could fit in that bag.
Bag of holding.
We should have one.
Where'd you get that? We've been looking for one.
Stole it.
Yeah, okay.
From?
Yeah, can we,
I like
can
it.
I don't remember.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, investigation.
Thank God that was helpful.
See if
Thank
there's
you for
anything
helping.
interesting.
You're welcome.
That one.
7.
We'll get to
17.
7.
17, 7. Anybody else want it?
Oh, he rolled with advantage because
Cool,
I was
yeah.
helping him. Kicked.
7.
Seven.
You guys are
6.
bad at investigating. Let me do.
7.
You guys find gold pretty easily, and things, gemstones you could likely sell for gold.
How much?
You just gold's heavy.
How much?
You're
weight?
theoretically, between the 5 of you, you can carry, you can take 1,450 gold without being encumbered. Total. In addition to any gold that you already have. But gold is heavy and it fills things up pretty quickly.
So we can only hold like 200 each.
You can take that much. You can
Yeah.
take more. You just will be over encumbered.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking in like the future we can only hold like 200 each.
Yeah. You can probably hold about 500, but it's going to be pretty heavy.
500 gold's 10 pounds. Well,
I did some
depending on your rules.
So can I just snag like?
Yeah, you can find the gold.
250, yeah.
We'll get to you, but 17, the 2 of you are searching through, and you find 4 interesting objects.
Yeah.
The first one is a potion. It seems to have, because of its magical properties, not evaporated or decayed at all. It's in sort of it's a long, thin crystal vial with a green, almost translucent liquid in it. There is a spell scroll, it looks like, as well as a large, huge, a very big blue dragon scale. The other thing you find is a black leather glove that has not decayed in any way, which gives you the sense that it's probably magic.
Black leather glove.
Yeah.
Is there any designs on it, or is it just?
There's thin webbing between the fingers, like strings attaching the fingers.
Okay. Okay, we're
Wait,
we're
Elro! Can I hold up the scale? Okay.
It's huge.
Wait, why does Elro want
He
it?
needs a dragon scale.
For what?
I don't know.
I'm looking for one.
Will
You
this
found
do?
one.
It's much bigger than I thought it would be.
Put it on your back. It's like a shield.
Sure, bring it this way.
I think I'm like right next to you. I don't know.
We also found a spell scroll. I think you can read that.
I can read it.
It is a scroll of feign death.
Ooh.
Stuff it in my bag.
Found leather gloves.
Can anybody?
You get this. The size of this. It is an ancient dragon's scale.
This is a very large dragon.
Can anybody identify it?
The glove?
Yeah.
No. I used identify on my eye.
Right.
Of course he fucking does. Rendorian rolls a natural 20 on his investigation check. And he looks around. He pockets a couple things. And he holds something up. Are any of you fans of sailing?
What?
Sailing on the sea.
Ew, water, no.
That's how I feel about it.
I mean, why? What do you?
I never learned to swim.
You catch a bottle. And inside, there is a boat. But there's also, it's sort of moving. And there seems to be like a magical storm occurring inside the bottle. Across, tied to the end of the bottle, there's a note that says windfall. Don't know what that is, but if I never have to see water again, I'll be happy. So, all yours.
All right. That's a ship.
You, as you're looking around,
Ship in the bottle.
suddenly start to see gold that is like very fresh and new looking. Very shiny, very nice. And you look up, and you see a gem maybe 2 feet away from you. Glowing,
It's not.
glowing pink.
Oh no!
You look around, and there sure as hell is a 10-foot bubble surrounding you.
All of us?
Just him.
Just me, because I rolled a nat 1.
You're looking at the ground and you just walked in.
I'm gonna grab the gem. And,
You're sort of around, you're sort of like behind
Yeah.
the pile of gold here.
Well, it will only freeze you.
It-
I'm still a little confused
if
about
I
this.
try to leave, so I can walk around with it.
Yeah, but I feel like if we smash it, like when you smash it, the time will catch up with it. But time won't catch up with us because
But we don't want to smash it.
we don't want to.
Yeah.
No, totally.
Okay.
So it's fine for now, I think.
Just,
But has he
don't-
said anything yet?
Don't
He hasn't-
come close to any of
No,
us.
we don't know.
He
He doesn't,
said
he's
it-
around the corner.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I'm-
As
Do you
that's
think
happening,
this is dangerous? The glove. I want to put it on, please.
Give it here. let me attune to it, and if it's not dangerous, I'll give it to you.
Why
How about
can't
that?
I attune to it?
Because I
'Cause
don't
I'm
trust you.
2/3 of my.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna keep this vial of green stuff. Don't drink it.
Nope.
Also, remind me, I'm gonna give you guys investigating lessons because y'all are bad at it.
I
And at
helped
this
you.
point, Horacio comes around the corner holding a gem.
God damn it, Herodias!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah, we all back up.
And Torrance is like, oh man.
Okay, well, maybe when we restore all the gems,
Yeah.
then this will all be fine, and we can all just.
Yeah.
Well, once we get in the door, I'm sure it's safe to shatter after that point. But until we get
I'm
in the door,
not sure about that.
here's the wonderful thing about now that he's in there. When you walk close to the door with all the plant growth and the door with all the water,
can
it
give us
should just go back to the way it was. Then we can't all get through.
Unless we all go inside. And Rendorian just steps over and puts his arm around Horacio.
Okay, well, I guess this is.
Hey man, in for a penny, in for a pound.
It's only a 10-foot radius. What?
We can all fit in there. It's a little crunch.
Elril, I think he's done way more dungeons than you have.
Well, let's
I
see.
trust
How many
him.
do we have? We have 2. We can ask the butler for the second one, then we get 2 10-foot radiuses. Theoretically, 3, 4.
Finn,
What?
when we walked into this place, this man was frozen, touching a door for who knows how long.
Yeah,
4
mistakes
weeks.
happen.
We know how long.
For 4 weeks.
Mistakes happen.
I like this kid.
Honestly, what if we just? Oh no, that's kind of.
Can you tell me what the glove does yet?
No, I cannot, and you know
Have
that.
you put it on?
No.
Should we rest here for an hour while you attune to it?
Well, you wanted a short rest because of your spells.
I mean, it would be nice.
I would
Yes.
also like a short rest.
Sure. Well, I mean, why not?
I've got nowhere else to be.
We've got plenty of.
Well,
I mean, only.
why don't we go
My
back?
contract has 6 weeks on it, so theoretically I have some
We
time.
have 4 days.
Right.
You have 4. Whoa. You have a time limit here?
We're
Yeah.
supposed to meet someone.
Like a good someone or a bad someone?
No.
That doesn't answer my question.
Bad.
No.
I would say a neutral, more on the side of evil.
Well, if we cut your pay from 30 platinum to 20, I could get you out of that arrangement. I'm very good at getting away from people who don't like me.
Not
Nah.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's okay.
I used to be,
Alright.
and then I joined this crew.
people. The Chaos Crew. What about that?
Chaos crew is kind of cool.
Kinda
Apparently
cool.
Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen how we work.
My idea from
Fairly
last
well, honestly.
my idea from last session was daft navigators.
Daft Navigator.
I
Yeah.
like it.
I forget what.
I kind of like it. We have a ship.
What's the
Maybe.
deal?
Well, why are we daft?
Oh, you know.
Like you must be daft.
What?
Like we are. You know, it's a thing. Oh, like it's a saying.
Is that the
Like
gem
you must
you're
be
holding
daft to
up?
go
This is
after
the
that,
gem.
and we are. We're a little crazy, but we get things done. I
We
think
get results.
we do. We get a result.
Okay, let's short rest.
Like you know, people who
Alright,
talk
let's-
like this, they say, "Oh, you must be daft."
He talks
So like him.
I don't know anyone like that.
Alright, take a short rest. And immediately as you put the glove on, because it does not require attunement,
Whoa.
you know what it is.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
It is a glove of the Fletcher.
Yo.
Pass that over, Michael.
That's awesome.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Well, from what I can guess, this black leather glove has small strands of magical webbing between the fingers. While wearing this glove as an action, I may touch any non-magical object and turn it into an arrow or bolt of my choosing. This transformation lasts until 1 hour after the object is fired from a bow or crossbow. It's considered magical ammunition and can be recognized as a transmuted object to those looking closely enough. I won't be using this. One of you will.
I have a slingshot.
One of you will.
Is your stuff magical? I mean, your bows.
My bow, I just conjure up at will.
Are the arrows magical or is it?
Nope, got those right here.
Well, it's up to you.
Do you have any use for it?
I mean,
If
I
neither
have-
of you want it, I have a use for that.
I have plenty of arrows as
You
we
stay in
are
your
right-
circle.
Oh, I have plenty of arrows as of right now.
They're not magical.
Well, so how long does it stay an arrow for?
An hour.
After it's been fired.
After it's been fired,
From
so
what you said.
indefinitely
Until you fire it. It
until
stays
you
an
fire it. Yeah.
So I can just get free arrows.
It's pretty good.
Hmm.
Worst case scenario, in a fight, we toss an arrow. I toss an arrow to you.
You could pick up like a rock.
I
Can I-
mean,
can I-
no,
can I-
because
can I
you can
cutting
make
action,
you
like,
can make
here,
arrows. You
an
can
arrow.
make arrows for the
Bonus
both.
action.
You can
Yeah,
make
so yeah.
you can make arrows for the both of us, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, not all the time, but yeah.
Does it say there's a limit on the number of arrows on there?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, I'll.
Make us some arrows.
How many arrows do you have right now?
I bought you 2
You should
quivers.
have, yeah.
51.
I have 23. It will be good for a while.
Wait, you have the dragon scale, right?
Finn,
your
did you
back?
give me the dragon
Yeah.
scale?
Is there a limit on non-attuned?
I was like,
items?
you could like strap it to your back, maybe.
I have
And you have the spell scroll.
Alright, I put that in my backpack. I
Or
will-
how much would it encumber me to have
So
it?
when I load a non-magic
I'll
arrow,
hold
can I
on
just
to
make
it,
a
thank you.
magic arrow?
Sure.
Okay.
As an action, you have to use an action to turn it into an arrow.
Okay.
It's not really an in combat item
Yeah,
unless
it's not
you
great.
want to turn an enemy's weapon into an arrow or
Well,
something.
if we're short resting, can I just start turning some arrows into magic arrows?
Yeah,
Nice.
And some of the Elrils?
sure.
Can I do a medicine check on the green potion or something? Or like,
Arcana's going to be your
Arcana?
best bet there.
okay. 17.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a magic potion.
Is
And you taste a little bit of it, and your eyes sort of a little for like a second. You feel like you can see a little bit more clearly. It has something to do with your vision.
Okay.
are we short resting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna roll to regain health.
Cool.
Yeah, same.
Let me know how much you guys end up
Oh,
regaining.
I regained all.
I was missing 2, but I just
Oh, I regained everything.
Yeah.
Cool. If you're at full, just say hey.
I'm at full.
I'm at full.
Woo, I just regained 8. I'm at full.
At one
You're
point,
full.
What do I roll for that?
Any number of your hit dice. Well, up to a certain amount. But
which is a D10 for you, I believe.
Is the surface of the dragon scale like reflective? I was always
Uh,
curious.
This one is not. It's
Okay.
pretty matte, but
So it's
Blue?
It's blue.
it's a blue dragon scale. You don't know if that's because it's been here for as long as it has and it's sort of gathered some decay on it,
Can
or
I strap it
I-
onto the back of my backpack? Are you holding it?
Rendorian.
I gave it to
Rendorian's
you.
like, I have some rope, but I can't really give it to you.
I have my own rope, thank
Alright.
you.
Just trying to help out a friend.
Finn's like comparing.
Strap it to your back. It's big. It's gonna probably hinder some
Ooh.
incredibly dexterous moments you're trying to do, but your general day-to-day stuff, it won't have a problem.
I'm not trying anything, so
Finn's like comparing his whittle dragon scales.
you'll get there one day, Finn. I believe in you.
I like.
What
don't
size is in
believe
the what type of dragon scale is in your?
Adult or larger.
Nice.
I forgot what I told you.
I got 1 back.
You can roll as many as you want.
Yeah.
Another one.
Fun fact, guys, for your dexterity saving throws for the rope thing, you guys should have had +4, but
I'm back at max.
I just got this. I just got it. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
So the short rest ends. Takes 6 seconds to change an arrow into a magic arrow. So over the course of an hour, you can change all of your arrows.
Can
Damn.
I change any of the Elrils?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do the math, so I'm just gonna say easily enough you do. Can't change any of his bolts though, unless you want to enter the thing.
No.
But you notice as during this break, Rendorian takes apart his crossbow and sort of like oils little bits and pieces of it and puts it back together.
He's flexing on me because he has a cooler crossbow.
He's just making sure it's in working order.
Artificer?
He's just very good at
I
crossbows.
just asked that because I know you hate artificers.
I don't hate artificers.
You hated the one I played.
Maybe I hate
Listen,
artificers.
when Artificer officially comes out next week, I'm gonna buy
Is it coming out next week?
the Eberron book's out
Fuck
at
Eberron.
the end of the month.
Fuck Eberron.
It comes with the
I'll-
Artificer.
I'll go on record saying fuck Eberron.
Hear that, Wizards of the Coast? Blake's calling you out.
The second week in a
Sponsor
row.
us.
Meanwhile, I'm a big fan of the Sword Coast.
Anyway, so your short rest ends as this song plays.
It's a new day.
What would you like to do?
Go back.
So, guys, what are we thinking? Plan or waterfall?
Lead the way, bird.
Could the butler tell us what's like generally behind each?
Oh,
Probably.
You make your way back into the main room. Arkin and Karasu leading the way inside their thing. As you come out, one of the guards goes, "Oh, bro, you're inside the thing!" And Arkin's like, "Yeah, man." Renmont says, "Good, you found another. There are
Is it-
2 rooms remaining."
Is it Renmont? or-
Renmont.
Mont. Okay. Renmont, could you give us an idea of what's behind each? Of
Behind the plants was the Grand Library. And behind the water is the lookout tower, used to make sure none of Artewin's enemies would be following us.
these?
Okay,
What kind of
guys-
things were in the library?
Books.
Nice.
sounds right.
An old man just sassed Finn. He's very confused.
Okay, boomer.
Usually I do
I had
that.
a good friend when I was younger named Boomer.
It's a poor kid's life now.
Oh no.
I feel really bad for him.
Well, if you go near the books, they'll like we could find some dope shit. They'll like
Let's
Could you two
Men
go
and
and
stuff.
kind of join the big circle, and can one of you grab the other gem?
I'll grab the other gem.
Alright, I
you.
walk into the big circle.
Cool.
can we just hack our way through the plants?
I mean, yeah, and I pull out the adamantine sword.
yeah.
I have a pickaxe.
My understanding is, can I go try it? Can I just go stab away?
No,
Yeah, it's-
but
you're
if we
starting to
take
stab
a
through the
gem
plants.
into the library, it can like fix all the books.
We will be taking a gem.
Yeah.
2, in fact.
Oh,
Hey,
Can I
you
help
know,
you?
but then
Like,
why
for
would
now.
we need to?
Why
have
did you
the-
tell me to get the second one?
Because
Just in
if
case.
so we
Take
can be
it.
outside
Yeah.
of the gem. If we hack the vines, we can stay outside the gem as long as possible.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you think maybe they'll have more of the stuff you're looking for? I mean, this is knowledge that was lost 2,000 years
Yeah.
ago, possibly.
I can't believe I'm getting
Um,
excited about books.
I mean,
I mean,
hell,
maybe.
any of this could be.
Honestly, I don't think they will.
I mean,
Unless
listen, this is my nerdy schoolboy coming out here, but this place is, I mean, it's. If we had like a historian here, it would be everything, like. So many things could be learned from a place that's 2,000 years back in time.
I suppose.
Unless the books have all gone to rot.
They probably have, but we can bring them back.
Let's hack our way through, shall we?
How many?
Yeah, you
How many
can.
years ago
I've already been doing
was this?
I'm gonna
place?
get you an exact number here,
Sorry.
but no, I should just know it
I
off the top
conjure
of
up
my
a
head.
machete.
Crazy amount of time. Yeah, so you cut through. Make some damage rolls. Those of you who are fighting, cutting, I guess.
My cutting is magical.
Ooh.
What if I'm sword bursting?
Does the
You can do that as well.
did we say that adamantine does something to like physical objects?
It crits on objects.
Oh, cool.
How many damage rolls?
Just make one for now, and I'll extrapolate from that.
Okay, 13.
7. That's the crit.
11.
Oh wait, add in whatever we use.
Yeah.
11.
Anything from Fem?
Sorry,
No, you're good.
I'm looking at other things. I think sword burst is a dex save.
It fails.
So yeah. Oh, but damage.
You
Duh.
cursed yourself into this.
Sorry.
Yeah, plants really try not to move.
It depends on the plant.
In this game, I guess I shouldn't say that in this game.
4 damage.
Together, over the
yeah.
course of like 2 minutes, you managed to cut pretty heavily through these vines. Yeah, so you cut through. This is gonna load, and we'll get to it later. Yeah, so it's about 2,000 years ago. This guy went missing, or he abdicated, more was forced out of his power.
Okay.
Yeah, around that, because it was near middle-ish of the Age of the Blade.
Is there anyone alive now who is kicking back then?
Unless their life has been prolonged by some sort of magic.
Do I know if any of the Sword and Legend people are that old, or? I mean, I
I
know.
don't think any of them are, actually.
I mean, I know not Nero.
Brando.
Lich is
Yeah.
pretty old,
He's not that old.
and I know Eleazar's a dick.
Yeah, also not that old.
Okay.
Well, Brando might be that old, but nobody really knows what his life was before he became part of the Sortilegium. So it's hard to say. Sortilegium, I think, didn't even exist at this point when this happened. Cool. So you enter in and you find yourself in a grand, what was once a grand library. You were 4 great stories filled with tomes upon tomes.
Only 4 stories?
Yeah. Only 4 books. Like MSMT's Beauty and the Beast.
One of them is a Bones Jones novel.
All 4 of them.
Yeah, because Old Man McGillicuddy was kicking it 2,000 years ago. The old man McGillicuddy.
Bones Jones could have been dead for a long time. We don't know.
Anyway, 4 stories of what was once grandeur. Unfortunately, the livable bubble that you do see has been reduced to a much smaller space, relegated mostly to the first floor and part of the second floor, but none of the staircases leading up to the second floor, most of which have fallen to pieces at this point. Most of the area, though, you can't really see because there are just books stacked and piled in this smaller space that almost form a wall. They're so tall.
Is there anyone in there? Hello?
This is a library.
Hello?
You don't see it. You heard the one squeak, and that's it.
They're trying to protect the books.
I guess I step into the library.
We all step in, yeah?
Just take a step
Are you
further.
sending the boys in first, or the
Yeah.
gems in first, or second?
Go, boys.
We also have gems we can add to this area where the books are protected.
No response. What's more?
Do you guys want to investigate?
I guess I poke around. We slowly bend around the gem and...
I'm gonna re-roll that because it's playing on my keyboard.
Cool.
That is a 16.
16. Cool. Yeah, you go in and you see that there is a small figure between some of the books. You see a small figure is covering himself with books. Small, scaled figure.
Small scale figure.
Well, you have to like go through the wall of books to
Oh,
get to
okay.
him. You can just see through the crack between it.
Nothing happened
What
yet.
happened?
Looks like a kobold in there. There's a kobold in the middle of the books, and you hear once again, and you see much more furiously just piling books on top of
We're not
himself.
here to hurt you.
Can, do I? I don't know.
What?
I don't know anything about them.
Oh,
I must have seen a kobold
I'm
more, I
gonna
think.
I'm gonna
Maybe?
try saying something in Draconic. Try a greeting.
Cool.
Do you understand me? We're not gonna hurt you.
And the books will, and you see one of the book towers sort of topples over, and it goes, and it just freeze in place.
In Draconic. You speak Draconic?
I speak a ton of stuff.
Well, they don't freeze in place. They go through and just turn to dust. It goes, and you see a kobold dressed in robes with big old glasses on, just staring out and looking at you, and says,
Fucking
in Draconic, "You speak Draconic?
Yeah!
Yeah. I learned a while ago.
Who are you, and how are you outside the influence of the Eon Gems?"
Through these Amaz, there's still a world outside.
I figured, but
We're from that one. We're from the year. We're from a lot later than you.
48 of 48 Citadel.
48 Citadel.
Citadel.
We're about 2,000 years after you.
2,000 years have passed.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. My name is Frey. This is the Grand Library.
Frey?
Or it was.
Or Fred?
Frey.
Frey, we can move you back to the others. You know, that guy, the bot.
Renmont.
I don't know if they'll be happy to see me. And he goes and he's starting to stack books up again.
Why?
Well, I tried to do a bit of an experiment several years ago, and, now we're all disconnected.
Oh, you caused the great.
Well, I don't know if I'd say I caused it.
What do you guys?
What happened?
I'm just hearing a lot of growling.
I don't know what they're speaking.
Yeah, they're speaking.
I do have the tongue spell, but I think they have this covered.
I was trying to reverse the effects of the Chronomancy so we could leave, but then, unfortunately, I think I just split them off from each other, and
What's the
Chronomancy isn't something that's not real.
Oh, Chronomancy's not a. That's not
It's
a.
not real. You've
I mean, I can put
make
the
a
words.
history check.
I can put the words
Yes.
together in my head.
Chronomancy is nothing you've never
No.
heard about.
I feel like Thuvius is at least smart enough to be like, okay, Chrono and Mancy.
Yeah,
Nice.
History, you said?
yeah.
That's a 24.
You know, Chronomancy is the one form of magic banned in Zymor.
Which is
There's
where
only
I'm from.
3 spells that are chronomantic spells that exist, which is haste, slow, and stop time. And they're not even really chronomancy. They just use elements of it. Those are not allowed in Zymor. You can't use them. You don't. Well, with that, you sort of do know. You do know why. It was invented by. Mostly, well, the records say it was invented by Einadarth the Cunning, who is the blue dragon that assisted in Vecna's rise, as well as the return of Tiamat that almost happened that led to the founding of the Zymor Empire. Bad dude, ancient dragon, who, as far as anybody knows, is still out there. He escaped both of those situations pretty handily. Him, with the assistance of somebody else, and you don't really know or care who that was, developed Chronomancy. And because of that, the Zymor Empire was basically birthed out of...
Does that mean, like, casting haste is illegal?
Yeah, it's a crime in Zymor.
Really?
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Good to know.
Yeah. We have some Zymor criminals in the campaign.
Well, it's not a crime elsewhere, but... but yeah, it's... basically, the Zymor as an empire was birthed out of a giant catastrophe that was primarily caused by Einadarth the Cunning. So they're like, yep, fuck Chronomancy. It's only 3 spells anyway, so... and
Such a good spell, though.
in any you know that Chronomancy was about to be studied way back in the Age of the Blade, but then it was revealed that Einadarth was behind it, and all record of it was basically destroyed. Ironically, time magic died over time.
Well,
Yeah, so it was a bit of a mistake, but it's solvable. It's fine. I'm still alive. I assume the other gems are continuing to project their things. They're just not connected anymore. Right there.
Some
Well,
of
we're
them,
trying
some
to-
of them are working.
Right.
What happened to the others?
One was destroyed.
The one in the
Well,
dining
if
room.
you shatter them, they're not gonna
The
work.
one outside, the guards are gone.
Yeah, the outside. Well, I assume if you're inside to open the villa, you have to break the seal. So
The front food banquet hall is in
it
ruin.
makes sense because you're here once more.
The butler is still alive. The guards, 4 and 5, and Lee and
I don't know their names.
Lee and Cal are alive.
Well, good. Great. Well, I don't think any of them want to see me, so good day.
The
Wait,
issue
we're
is
trying to-
We need the gem.
But I need the gem.
If you come with us,
But the books.
you bring some of the books. Oh,
Well,
Wait,
ideally,
hang on.
if we put
Walk, those books that just fell out of the... Did they fall out of the circle?
Yeah.
Walk to where the books fell out of the circle.
They revert.
So, see, we can bring the books back, right?
Well, why do you need the gems?
we're gonna
We're
put
trying
them
to
in the door.
restore everything, I think.
Well, the master wouldn't like that.
That's a shame.
He ordered us to lock him off and let time take him after the dragon's curse started to take effect.
So Master's
Okay.
dead.
Do you honestly think he was, right in a proper state of mind when he said that?
Oh,
don't
yes,
think
that's
I
why
don't-
he did it.
I don't
He was
think-
worried about what the curse would do. Oh, you said he responds in common.
Oh.
Oh, you
Okay.
do speak
Oh, I
common.
didn't hear him. Crap, I don't say that.
He let's say he switched to common at this point because he gets this.
What?
episode.
You speak common?
Yes. I'm a librarian.
A lot of people like it if you
no.
start
How
in
many
their
kobolds
native
are
language.
His eyes are like, it's not just the glasses. His eyes are like too wide and he doesn't blink.
This dude needs some sleep.
What other languages does he speak?
Um,
Not gonna do that.
Frey, so if we reverse, let's say we took these gems over like a body of something that decayed, would it come back?
A living thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Then Master won't come back.
Well, if the dragon's curse is the one that he thinks it was, I'm not so sure he's died.
Can you describe this?
2000
What is the
curse.
dragon's curse?
Are you familiar with Einidarth the Cunning?
Oh,
Did we already do this?
I told
Yeah.
you about Einidarth the Cunning.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
He's a pretty fucking famous bad
I
guy.
feel
So
like-
likely you'd all know. He helped
Yeah.
Vecna rise to power. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
y'all
well,
know who that is.
I'm familiar with Einidarth, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the master worked with Einidarth
Oh.
to create the eye, the focal point of chronomancy. And Arkin goes, oh, all right.
Oh. That eye, okay.
Well, all the Eon gems you see are just mere duplicates of the eye of Artewin.
Does he know if we're coming if we have the gems?
I don't know.
Can he see through the gems?
I don't think he wants to.
But what's the curse?
Good thing.
Well, Einidarth isn't the kind of he's consumed by greed. He loves things that are gems, as most blue dragons do. And he hates to be betrayed.
Did we steal from a dragon's heart?
He hates to be betrayed. But he's not a brutish red or white dragon who would simply kill his enemies. No, he devised something to make my master live in torment for as long as possible. And after being shunned by the rest of Caerleone, all of us bearing his mark, and he sort of pulls down his shirt a little bit, and you can see on his clavicle there is a tattoo of the symbol, sort of the lion biting the sword, on him. We're obligated to follow. I don't know what it did to him, but he began to change. He wasn't quite human before he put himself through time. And then again, he plunged us all into chronomancy without our knowledge or will. It was several years before we even noticed no time was passing.
Did
So
he become a dragon?
I don't believe so. His
Oh.
flesh started to sag and he began to bloat in a strange way. He kept muttering something about the flesh shaper. I don't know.
I don't like that name.
No, I don't know that at all.
I don't like that
Um,
name.
The flesh shaper.
Well, we have to go through the door.
But you'll bring the thing back, yes? You'll bring the gem back. I can return to the library with the gem.
I
Or gems?
don't
Probably.
see why not.
Good.
I mean, we will need. Let's see. We'll need one gem to shatter to get ourselves out. You know, we all step into the gem. We all walk away from the butler and the rest.
Well, theoretically, if I can get to the eye, then I could make duplicates. And Erkin says, we're going to be taking the eye with us. Frey goes, fine.
Okay. We have. At the end, we'll have 4 gems, right? We take one, walk away, shatter it. We're back in our time. You and the staff can keep the other 3 and go.
Freely move about the villa.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Huh.
As long as you all agree and organize and move together.
Where you want
or
to
else-
go? Yeah.
Well, of course. I mean, that clever bastard. Renmont must have been his plan. He saw you as a perfect opportunity for the servants to be able to move freely.
Oh yes, he didn't have a gem, did he?
I don't imagine so, unless he reforged the ones in the ground.
Could you reforge the ones in the ground?
Oh no, I don't have that skill.
Okay.
I'm a librarian.
You said you could make a copy.
After years and years of study, but time is the only thing we have in abundance.
So with easy study, you could
Potentially.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, all right. And he starts sort of filling his arms with books.
as many as you need right now, we can come back for the rest.
Yes.
Mr. Librarian,
Frey.
Frey, do you have any books on vampire lifeblood?
Vampire lifeblood.
Ew.
Do they have vampires?
Vampires have always been around. I don't know. Well, I'd have to look for a while.
No, it's fine. Let's just go.
Okay.
Anything on artifacts?
And he picks up the gem with his teeth.
All right.
Huzzah!
make your way back to the center. You're met with an interesting sight.
Oh no.
You see the guards all holding their spears pointed at Herky, who is now inside the circle, just with his hands up.
Oh,
no.
hey, whoa, listen,
Herky.
he's not dangerous. I don't know why he's in the
Herky.
circle, though.
Herky!
Run to Hershey right now so he doesn't run out of the circle. Now!
I'm gonna run to Herky and grab him.
Oh no.
And he like scritches you, and then he holds his hand out, sort of like that, towards the guards, just with his fingers waggling.
Hey guys,
And
guys.
says, "Does this thing belong to you?"
Yeah.
It works with us, yeah.
It barged in here and went straight for the water. We didn't know if it was hostile or not.
No, it won't hurt you, we don't think.
Oh, can you guys put your
Herky,
what? You have their crossbows up.
Herky.
They have spears.
Oh, spear. Can you guys put your spears down?
Okay, I've never seen anything like this fucking thing though.
Hey,
You know,
whoa! Watch it, dude.
You should open your mind. There's a lot of different things out in the world.
And Lee punches number 4 who said that in the chest. He's like, "Your brain's a muscle too, dude. You gotta stretch it."
Exactly.
Sorry. They put their spears up, and Herky's just like, won't let go of you.
Gosh.
His arms they're stronger than you'd expect them to be. For how thin they are, you're hugged in there pretty tight.
Okay. Could you grab what's the name of the kobolds?
Frey.
Could you grab Frey's gem?
If Frey's made his way and he's laying out his books.
Actually, fine. I walk into the circle. Frey can have the gem.
As long as you promise to return it.
I will.
Okay.
Okay, now we have 3.
Alright, so now we just need to make the way through the water
Last
door.
one.
The water door. Yeah.
It leads to the tower, they said. Lookout tower.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna see what it looks like when I walk to the.
Cool. You walk in the water. The ceiling sort of fixes up, and the water is no longer covering it. The floor.
Is there a way I
itself.
can stand so the circle isn't like touching the door, but it's still in like the ditch area? You know what I mean?
They'd have to go through it though.
Yeah.
There's no ditch with the circle.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if there's like.
Well, the
a
water's
door
coming down right in front of the door.
right in front of the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that they could do like a little side step.
I think it might be time to get in the circles.
Okay. Who wants to join me?
There must be another way through.
Mm-mm.
We can get back out. I'm gonna hop in with Arkin.
Yep, welcome.
Oh, do we really want to limit ourselves to just 2? Perhaps we take
We have 3.
the third one. Oh, we did grab all 3.
He has the third one.
I have the third one.
Crossio has one. Arkin has one, and Nate has one.
Okay.
I don't smell. I don't think.
Neither do I.
I know, but I don't want to go.
No,
I don't wanna-
no. I mean, we've been adventuring.
Yeah, that's a good scent though.
Doofus really likes Arkin.
He's charismatic.
I can't wait for him to betray us.
Finn? Finn, you gotta trust me.
Ooh, wow.
Come on. You gotta trust us.
Okay. Call me stupid, but I still don't get the whole gem thing, and I'm not gonna trust that.
I can't blame you for that, kid, but might be hard to proceed without him.
Then
We could leave you behind.
What if something happens to you?
Yeah.
If you, so far, all of you except for the 2 of us. No, you're not in a gem yet either.
Phoebius just jumped in with
He
Arkin.
did.
Oh. If you go into this next area, use the gem to stop the water and push the door open, I could theoretically thunderstep me and Finn through the space.
So I open the door, and you can see through the door to the other side.
I don't know how.
I also have a theory. Hold this. And he walks straight to the edge of it and boom, completely freezes.
Okay. And I'm gonna step towards him.
Once he's back inside, he reverts. Hey!
Okay, so we're not gonna die.
We're not
We're
gonna
just
die.
Get stuck.
And it's like when we smash it, it'll be just like the first one.
But we can't get out.
Okay.
Without smashing it.
Yeah, without smashing, but
But
then we can smash.
we're not
Walk,
gonna do
walk away from him. Stand still.
You can't. You
I
can't
can't go
pull
any
it past him.
Okay.
Step back towards him. Sorry about that, Arkin.
Yeah, hey, anything in the name of science.
I don't know if that's what this is.
Yeah, close enough.
We're making hypotheses. We're testing them out.
Let's just teleport through.
No, you don't use waste a spell slot. I step in with Nate.
Are you joining us? No, real.
I'm joining Herky.
Herky's just in the middle.
Oh, what?
Your option is
No.
Karasu.
Karasu, could we bring Herky with us?
Herky's still grabbing me.
Hugging it.
It's true.
I'm stepping in with them.
We're now on the center.
What's the butler's name?
Renmont.
Renmont.
Yeah.
When we leave, 3 of them to you, 1 of them for us to get out. Does that sound
I
fair?
have no problem with that.
All right.
I open the door.
And you see, spanning hundreds of feet above you, a tower of broken stairs, all the way up, and a faint pink glow at the very top.
Who's ready to work out their legs?
Me!
No. You guys can do it later.
You guys can do it later. This is gonna be a great workout for you guys.
No.
Yep.
Cool. Who's leading the way?
I am. Well, we are.
Yeah. I'm gonna make, because it's a lookout tower. Maybe this could be trapped. So.
Cool. The 2 of you are going up first. As you start to go up, yeah, there's a series. You get the sense it's stairs attached to the wall. As you start going, they just sort of revert back. They slowly come back up to what they were before. Stairs that are attached to the wall, that are just spiraling all the way up. So as the first crew goes up, the stairs is like it's this tower is building itself in front of you. It's quite the sight to see. There's like little supports sort of holding the stairs up from below, but it's attached to the wall for the most part. And who's second, Chem? You and Arkin? Or
Yeah,
the two of you?
Arkin and I'll follow.
Cool. And the 2 of you are bringing up the rear.
With Herky.
As you to the very top. You continue going. About a quarter of the way up, however, a big wall with a locked door directly in front of you.
It would be nice if one of us were outside of the gems still.
To do what?
To get around this door somehow?
On what stairs?
I don't know.
There's either a door.
Climb up the rickety
Or
tower
a
or
pit.
something. Okay, fine.
Is it a big door? Is
If
it a...
only we had somebody who could pick a lock.
All right, yeah, I'll drop. Yeah, pull out my thieves' tools.
Oh, wait.
If you want to walk up into their circle, because your circles of influence are like sort of overlapping each other.
Alright.
Yeah, can I just pass between the
Sure,
circles?
sure. Are you holding the gem or is Arkin holding the gem?
I assume Arkin still have it.
Cool.
Oh, no,
He
I guess
handed it
I
to
had
you,
last
but I don't know
time.
if
I'll
you
hand it
used
back to him and walk
I'm
forward.
proficient at them.
Because you have the gem, and Arkin has the gem.
Thieves'
I have the
tools.
gem. I have the gem.
What do I know?
Your gem is a little. It's not cramped, but Herky does take up more space than either of you, really.
I
So.
just found
Yes,
out I'm
I have.
I
proficient in
cling on
thieves'
the Herky.
tools.
Wait,
I just don't have tools.
I don't know if I am proficient with thieves' tools.
If you're a rogue, you are.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah.
I mean, if you're a
I
you're a
don't
wizard,
have,
you are.
I don't have it marked, but
You automatically get that.
alright, cool.
Yes, I have a gem.
19 plus dex. 26.
26. When you open it fairly easily. Not much of a trap. Or an
Can you
obstacle.
check for traps too?
Can I like feel around with mage hands? See if there's
Ow!
any traps?
Sure. Make a investigation check. Did you just stab Chelsea?
Oh.
Hey,
Split up and
You make an investigation check. Or a trap finding check or whatever.
Is it just investigation?
I think it is.
Nat 20.
No traps. Perfectly untrapped.
We're good. Move forward.
I have a gem.
You continue up this spiraling staircase until you see a ceiling sort of starting to form around you a little bit. So you go up, you find yourself in a room, sort of at the center point of the tower.
Question: since the influence of the gem is no longer touching the ground, is it like a floating tower now, or is it like
The tower is fine.
I thought you. It's
The
like,
stairs have
okay.
all they crumble behind you. Yeah.
Okay.
The floor of this room seems to be supported from underneath, just like directly underneath as well. Only can see like the beginning of the room really, but you see no, you don't. But you see more spiral things on the wall on the other side, like 30-ish feet up.
Aren't we underground? Where's this tower?
To the surface.
Oh, okay. So the tower went up to this. Tower went up.
You're still in. There's no windows or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. You started deep underground and you're going up towards where the surface is.
All right. Well.
Is there anything else in this room?
Not that you can see in your sort of sphere of influence.
All right. Can we get the?
So you sort of go around the corner. You see that there's some stone stairs that form up to, from stone stairs that form sort of through this tower up into the rest of the stairs, which continue to go. Unlike the stairs that are attached to the wall, these ones are attached to the ground. So as you go past it, it forms, and then as the support from below it is no longer available, it crumbles again. So you've only got a bit of the stairs at the very end, if you're next to it.
Okay, before we move onward, can
There's like chairs and stuff in this room.
Yeah. Before we move onward, just for my tactical thing, can we have long-range people with their own gem and close combat people in our own gem? So you don't have to. We don't have it. I don't need it. I don't want Finn to be in the front lines with me. You know what I mean?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So Arkin and I are fine.
Yeah.
Can Karasu and Finn switch?
Yeah.
I put the gem into Herky's hat hair.
It sort of sinks in a little bit, and then the hair curls up around
I
it.
give Herky a little scritch.
He scratches you back.
I'm gonna walk over into
So it's like,
its gem.
So the two of you are together, and now Finn is with Elril. And
So wait, is the fourth gem further up still? Or?
yeah.
I conjure up a longbow.
Cool. Let's keep going.
Well, you can't.
Yeah.
The way these stairs work is if you tried to just climb these stairs, your sphere of influence would not reach the bottom, and then the center point would fall out.
But is there a destination where we can land?
Well, so the floor is creating itself under you for the most part, but these stairs are on top of that floor, and as you get too high, the floor goes away and the stairs crumble as well.
So what we're gonna need to do is leave one gem in this room to keep the support. I nominate Herky to stay behind. Love you, Herky.
Herky will follow us, though.
We could ask him to stay.
We can ask him
I
to
don't
stay,
know
and
if he
if worst case
speaks
scenario, he'll
language.
freeze, and we'll come back down and unfreeze him.
What if he just walks away with the gem? I don't like.
Well, then
Herky's great, but we can't communicate with
we
him.
have Herky sit down. We freeze him purposefully. We got the gem. We got Herky. We step back suddenly. He gets frozen. We put the gem down. We step out of that sphere into ours. We leave. We go
Why
to our
would
thing.
Why would we need to freeze him? We just leave the gem here.
So he doesn't.
So
try
he
to
doesn't
follow
take it or
us,
do anything.
or-
We
yeah.
get back. We
I mean,
pick
he
up
comes
the gem.
with us.
We walk towards Herky. He's
Herky
Wait,
comes
Or
with
we just put the
if we,
gem
like-
down.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
if-
Herky comes with us, and we just put the gem down.
If there's like 3 people in one gem, would Herky also fit?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
he's a large creature.
Plus,
It's
he's a
gonna be
very
cramped in there. But
Herky's a very good jumper. You could just jump us to the top.
Okay, so I think Herky should be with long range people.
Agreed.
Are you just crossbows or?
just crossbows for me, but I
Okay.
can. And he snaps his finger and just turns invisible.
Awesome.
Oh, I mean, I
Do that as many times as I want.
That's so cool.
I mean,
So I want you to stay with Herky.
I'm not just long range.
Yeah, so I wanted you to join me in
I'll step in
Karasu.
with you too.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna
Okay.
hang out with this thing.
His name is Herky.
His name is Herky.
Did he tell you that?
All of us.
Did he tell you that?
Yes.
Did it
Yes.
tell you that?
Yes, you
Well,
did.
that's all he really said.
Herky!
All right, Herky it is.
Okay, so we leave a gem there.
These are Pokemon.
Someday we gotta do a side quest and figure out where Herky came from.
Yeah, you leave the gem there. You're now on 2 gems, and that
Herky's
effectively
Heroes.
completes that.
It's our team name.
You get back, and you're continuing the spiral staircase upwards and upwards and upwards until you reach the top. In the top of this chamber, you can see the crystal. It is suspended from the ceiling it is in sort of a steel mesh cage, like very thinly meshed. It is suspended from the ceiling by a gold rod. As you get up, sort of floor forms beneath you in a small little space, and you see that there are windows on the outside, regardless of the gem. They just exist. It seems as though this steel thing is keeping the gem's influence to just inside this steel thing. It's very small, very, very tiny. You can see through the windows is water. Just this opens up into the bottom of the Passaic River. You can see water. Light sort of goes through. You don't know if that was on purpose or if the river has diverted course since 2,000 years ago or something, but you can't really see anything out but water in these crystal glass windows. It's like a 20-foot room. Gem in the middle, windows all around, water rushing past.
How high up is it? Is it reachable?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like chest height.
Oh, I thought you said it was hanging.
It's suspended from the ceiling, but
Okay.
it isn't chest height. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's just stuck in this little iron cage,
Yeah.
steel cage.
Steel cage.
Well, we don't want to take it out of the steel cage because then the influence. Wait, no.
The influence is just relegated to the steel cage, and it is directly in the center of the steel cage.
Yeah.
Does it have like a
We
latch
can
to
chop it
open?
down.
Nope.
Chop it down.
I mean, like, gold is soft, a soft metal.
Right, but it's still a metal.
Adamantium.
This adamantine is harder than this steel.
I'll hold on and you can.
I'll try. I mean,
You know.
Maybe attack roll.
Wow, you crit!
Not necessarily.
Isn't it-
13.
Objects have armor class too.
13.
13. Off it.
Well, I guess that's
What
all
does
we can do.
adamantium automatically crit
Damage.
on? Oh, damage.
Damage
oh.
to an object.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Thank you.
Should I try again?
You can keep trying, make another attack roll. Though you do notice as you hit it, the gem wobbles a little bit, and you can see as it wobbles, its influence changes a little bit, and the steel like goes away and then comes back.
Whoa.
I rolled on the second attack.
I have my hand underneath this.
A 19.
19 will hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So roll your critical damage.
It's just a short sword.
That's fine.
10. Cut into the gold a little, maybe.
Yeah, that's you cut into it pretty like halfway through, and it's sort of like a little bit to the side, and it does so the gem sort of falls to one side of the steel, and the other side just disappears.
Can I grab it
Yep.
as the metal disappears?
Yeah, and the metal stays away because it is currently like in this side of its net, basically, and this side of the net is no longer in its influence.
Wait, how?
This particular gem seems to be much weaker than the rest of them.
How exactly would that work? If you pull the gem out, it approaches the other side of the steel cage again.
Yeah, that would like cut through my wrist. wouldn't it?
Also, you can't reach out of the area of your own gem.
That's true.
Oh, is our own gem not like surrounding this hole?
Well, if you get close enough, it doesn't decay in that case because you have your area
Okay, so it's
surrounding
not
it.
decaying. Damn.
Yeah.
Can I just try to cut through the cage?
Sure.
Like, we're really just trying to brute force this.
Yeah.
10.
10 does not hit.
No.
Steel.
You can keep.
Well, it
trying-
hits. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm gonna keep my hands underneath it, so if it falls, yeah.
Over the course, I'm gonna say with your rolls, not great. It takes you like 30 minutes, but you do manage to break through this steel cage.
So I have this gem.
Yep, gem. This one is a little bit smaller, and its radius is it's less. This seems weaker for
Does
some
it cover
reason.
like a person? Or?
No.
No,
It
it's
doesn't
just
cover
like
a person.
a handle.
Yeah.
Strange. Is there something else we're
Is
missing
there?
here?
Yeah. Can I just take a look around the tower a bit?
Go for it.
See what's going on.
He's in brute force.
It's you, me, and Herky.
You sort of just brute forced all three of my puzzles. Which is great, yeah.
I'm gonna say no. 6.
No, nothing unusual.
Everyone's invested. I'm gonna have to do. Let me investigate. It's gonna be a bad roll now, but yeah. 4. Yeah.
That's okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. 17.
The only difference between here and where the other ones have been kept is sunlight comes through.
Oh, perhaps it was weakened by sunlight. Sunlight weakens me, so it's understandable.
Right. Are you implying that these are made of drow?
I don't know, perhaps they are. we cannot rule it out, so...
You know, Chronomancy.
Wait,
was-
hold the gem. Or something. Does anything magical happen? Look into it. Stare deep into its soul.
Do you feel like maybe
Is your
you're
brother
related?
in there? Be like, hello!
My brother.
I don't know, you said it was going to be made of drow.
Shall we
I'm in
continue?
a
Are
really
you
just
like
go down.
so oh,
Shall we
man.
continue?
You make your way down the tower,
Same
picking up
problem.
the other jewel on your way back, and easily enough, you make it to the bottom.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright, so we go to the door.
As you enter, Renmon says, "Good, you've found all 4. If you'll bring them over here, I can open the door for you.
Why don't we just open the door?
Do you know how?"
Hey, he got
We
you!
just put the gems
Gems
into the
gems in the slots?
holes.
But you don't know the incantation.
Alright, Renmont, help us out here.
So, getting closer to the
He's
door,
like 2,000 years old.
what do the runes say?
From a distance, they look like runes because of how they've decayed, but they are just 4 slots.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, well, let's...
Fancy boy.
Fine, let's do this.
Oh wait. Why don't we just put it in and you tell us what to say?
How about you walk over with us?
That's fine by me.
Cool.
Thank
You'll have to
you.
bring them in first so I can get there.
Right.
Right.
Could create a path. for us.
Yeah. Who's closest to the door with Renmon?
I
Who's
will
the
be.
first one? You, and then
The
you,
Arkin and
So
I.
it's us 2.
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, but we have 2. Arkin and I have 2
the
gems,
Herky
don't we?
group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have the weak gem.
Yeah, but that doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to form a path. You just go pick them up and bring them over to us.
Alright, well.
So who's going with him? Oh, you're all just going over the door.
Yeah.
With your spheres, you manage to just sort of connect. The door's not that far away from the first sphere anyway, so the door is now just part of the rest of it. As the door just forms back to him, he stands next to it and holds his hand out.
Could we all squeeze into one sphere and hand him...
Can I just do an insight check on him?
Sure.
I don't trust butlers.
As modern media has taught you not to.
No.
Butler
I
did
could,
it. The Butler always did it.
Wait, no, I can detect
I don't care what clue says.
14.
Seems fine. There's like no expression, so.
Alright, well.
Wait, you wanted to do something?
I hand him the weak gem. It's not doing anything anyway.
What happened to this one?
Sunlight.
Not sure.
All right, Hacky. Good.
Arkin?
Here you go.
Arkin and Thuvius have very similar voices.
You put it in.
Yeah.
Thank you for returning the gems to me.
I'm on high alert. I just wanted to be said.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Thank you for returning the gems to me. Unfortunately,
No, you keep. I'm sorry.
fortunately, we must obey the master's orders. And he takes his hand out from behind his back, and he has knives in every finger. And all of the Frey pulls out a spell book. All of the maids and butlers strike a pose, and the knights hold up their spears. And he says, "You've done a good service. Now die well." Everyone roll initiative.